Hi everyone, I'm Matt the Friendly Board Gamer and welcome to the Marvel Champions Challenge. What I decided to do is play with every hero and take on and defeat every villain in the game of Marvel Champions. And today is the day of Dr. Stephen Strange. There you go, there's his alter ego and his hero card, there's Doctor Strange. And we'll be taking on Rhino stage 1 and 2. We have the break-in main scheme here. He's got the standard encounter set and the bomb scare modular encounter set. This is all set up. It's in stage B now. So Rhino is trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. 7th threat on that main scheme will mean that the villain wins and he's completed his scheme. We'll give the villain deck a bit of a shuffle. Rhino has starting health of 14. All set in. With Doctor Strange, I'll be playing the leadership aspect today. The interesting thing with Doctor Strange and his little tweak is that he has this separate invocation deck, and a lot of his cards and abilities, his hero specific cards anyway, will manipulate this, set spells off, set events off, and they're really quite cool to work with. So I've got two separate decks to manage here. But it's pretty straightforward and you see how that plays as we go through the game. So I've got my starting hit points of 10. I'll draw up my hand limit of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as usual, I can mulligan some of these and discard some if I want to. I have strength in numbers, which lets me exile some allies and draw cards. A bit of genius, the Triskelion. This lets me have one extra ally. Increase my limit by 1. Got Mockingbird, I got Marie Hill, and I got Sanctum Sanctorium. So I think I'm going to get rid of Sanctum Sanctorium for the moment. I think I might also get rid of Strength in Numbers. I think I might keep Triskelion for the moment. So I discarded 2, so I draw 2 more. So rapid response is quite cool. It brings back an ally with 1 damage on it. Endurance gets me plus 3 hit points. Got Marie Hill, Mockingbird. Okay, so my alter ego action that I can do is that I can do some natural talent, and I can basically discard the top card of this deck. Limit once per turn, but I quite like the Crimson Band of Cyttorak. That's how you pronounce it. It does stuns the enemy and deals 7 damage to it. And that goes in its own discard pile. So I think first thing I'm going to do is switch to hero form. Get Doctor Strange in. He's got 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. And I can basically exhaust my hero and pay the cost of the top card of this deck and resolve the special ability. So basically do what it says. And I think I'm going to start off by coming out strong. I'm going to play Genius and resolve the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak. This lets me stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it. See that there? And then that goes in his discard pile. So 7 damage to Rhino straight off the bat. Half his health for stage 1 is gone. And he is stunned. Pretty good because then he won't attack me next turn. And I am exhausted. So I think I will play I quite like rapid response. After your ally you control is defeated, I can discard this and put that ally to play with 1 damage to it. I think I'm going to play Marie Hill. I'm going to play Endurance and the Triskelion. I know I said I'm going to keep that, but I think the resource is worth it. After Marie Hill enters play, I get to draw a card. I've got Nick Fury as an ally. Oh, Marie Hill has called in Nick Fury. 2 shield operatives there. Don't want to get rapid response. I don't want to discard Nick Fury though. I don't want to discard Mockingbird. I think I'm going to get rid of, I don't know. I think I'll keep both of them. Marie Hill she can attack for 1. That damage down by another 1. So I our ready up. Obviously, Doctor Strange was exhausted, so he didn't actually attack. And I draw it to my hand limit of 5. Another rapid response and the Queen Carrier. So this lets me exhaust the Queen Carrier and generate a wild resource. Could be quite useful. So 1 threat on the main scheme. That's going to advance by 1. Rhino would attack me, but he's stunned, so that doesn't do anything. Then he deals me an encounter card, which is, when revealed, you are confused. If I'm already confused, this card gains Surge. Well, I'm not already confused, but I am now. So the next time I would scheme, so next time I would thwart, I discard that card instead. So, back to my turn. I could get out, I think I might actually get out. That's good. I could use my Winds of Watum to draw 3 cards. I think I might do that. I'm going to exhaust Doctor Strange and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And pay the cost. It's a 0 cost event, which is pretty cool. And then that goes in my discard pile. I've got another rapid response, strength, the strength in numbers. So I think I'm going to play rapid response and strength. We can get Mockingbird. So Mockingbird is going to come out. 1, 2, 3 health, or 3 hit points. After Mockingbirds enter play, stun the enemy. Rhino, you are having a tough day today. You are stunned again. Now, do I want to get Nick Fury into play? I could do. He's quite cool. I like Nick Fury. He can remove 2 threats from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do it. Nick Fury is going to come in play. I'm going to discard 1, 2, 3, or 4. All 4 cards discarded. Don't know why I was looking at that, but it's a 4 cost card. And Nick Fury comes into play with 3 hit points. And when he enters play, choose 1, remove 2 threats from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to deal 4 damage. Get him down to 2. Nick Fury is then going to... Nick Fury is then going to attack for 2. Get to Rhino stage 1 down to 0. So Rhino stage 1 is defeated. Rhino stage 2 comes out. He now has 1 thwart, or 1 scheme and 3 attack. He has 15 health. And the breaking and taking side scheme comes into play. So Rhino is getting demolished slightly. I had quite a good start with the 7 damage, and he's basically been stunned on every single one of his turns, so I've not actually taken any damage myself. So breaking and taking side scheme comes into play. Shuffle up the encounter deck. That comes into play. It comes on with 3 threat, 2 and 1 per player, and this gives me an extra encounter card during the villain phase. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to thwart with Marie Hill and with Mockingbird for 3 thwart to remove that. Comes out and it goes away. Straight away. Marie Hill has now gone. So I'll ready everybody up. Allies are good, doing me good today. 3, 4, 5. So what have I got? Get ready. I can ready an ally. I can ready. Oh, 3 get readies. Good. I got Protective Ward. When a treachery is revealed from the encounter deck, I can cancel all of these effects and discard it. It's pretty good. And this gets me my magical enhancements. Your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. When the round ends, discard it. So the main scheme is going to advance for 1. Rhino is going to attack me, but the card is he's stunned, so he doesn't do anything. Then he deals me an encounter. And the encounter card is the villain scheme. So he's going to scheme for 1 plus any boost icons, which are 0. So 1 threat on the main scheme. Let scheme is now on 3. 3 out of 7. Got 15 health to take him down. Nick Fury gets removed at the end of the round, so he's now gone. So what should we do? Oh, I could have played my protective wards. I literally just drew that, and I could have done. Yeah, never mind. I can pay this. Cost images of icon. Confuse the villain and remove 4 threats from a scheme. There's only 3 threats on the scheme, but could be useful. I could add that onto there. It's going to give me 3 thwart, 2 attack, and 3 defense. Yeah, okay. Let's exhaust Doctor Strange. And play the images of Icon. See that there, so I can confuse the villain and remove 4 threat from a scheme. That goes in my discard pile. Do I want to do that though? What does it do for me? It removes 3 threats from the scheme, which is not bad. I could flip to alter ego form later on. To get a better hand limit. I don't actually need to recover. Yeah, okay, let's do that. If I want anything else better to do. Play get ready, confuse the villain. You've been stunned, and you're now confused. And remove 4 threat from the scheme, but there's only 3 there. So I will play into NMP of that, so just my hero. So Mockingbird is going to attack for 1. I'll flip to Alter Ego Farm, and I can discard the top card of the Invocation deck. Go to 3 cards each, a tough state card. Yeah, I don't want tough. No, I'm going to keep that. But I'm going to discard both of my get readies and ready everybody up. So I dropped my hand at 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got Masters of the Mystical Arts. I can play the printed cost of the top card of the Invocation deck, resolve its ability. That's pretty cool. So effectively I could potentially do 2 Invocation deck events. This gives me a good way of removing some scheme. So I can remove 3 threat from a scheme. And then look at the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon on that card, remove 1 additional threat. Make the call. Could get another ally. Could get Nick Fury back out. Sorcerer Supreme gets me +1 hand size if I have the Mystic Trait. My protective wards and the other 2. Right, so it is the villain's turn. So advance the scheme by 1. He would now scheme because I'm in alter ego form. Plays confused. That gets removed. And I get dealt an encounter card, which is crowd control. 3 threat on there. This is a crisis, so I have to basically remove threats from here before I can remove it from there. It's over to me, so I'm going to immediately switch back to alter ego form. I think I might. What allies do I have in my discard pile? I've got Nick Fury, I've got Marie Hill. Yeah, I think I might play that. I'm going to make the call. I'm going to make the call. Phone up. Phone up Nick. Come on, Nick. You need to be back out in the field. So I need to pay the printed cost of an ally in any play discard pile, put that player into play under your control. So I need to pay a cost of 4. And get rid of Astral Protection. 2, 3, and 4. Got rid of some good cards there to get Nick out. You better do some good stuff, Nick. 1, 2, 3. So, Nick Fury. You can remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage. And I'm going to go straight for the damage. And then I'm going to get Nick to attack also for another 2. He's now down to 8. He takes 1 consequential damage. I can exhaust Doctor Strange to basically give us all tough status cards. Or do I keep this to cancel I think I'm going to keep this to cancel a treachery card. So I will also attack for... attack for 1. Doctor Strange, not the best attacker, but he has some cool cards either way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So protective 1. I have Wong as an ally. Can exhaust Wong. Choose to either heal 1 damage from your identity or discard the top card of the identity invocation deck. He's got 1 thwart and 2 attack. Mystical Studies. I can search my deck and discard powerful Doctor Strange card and add it to my hand. Shuffle my deck. The Eye of Agamotto. I can exhaust it to generate a wild resource. Got Hawkeye and Protective Ward. So first of all, the main scheme is going to advance by 1. Then Rhino is going to attack me for 3. I'm going to defend with Nick because he's going to go anyway. So that's just 3 damage. Nick will take that and he will disappear. I'm going to deal me an encounter card. We'll give Rhino a tough status card. Rhino is now tough. So what shall we do? Oh, hang on a bit. I'm going to play my Protective Ward. Yeah. So I'm going to play my Protective Ward, which basically cancels the effect of a treachery card. 1 cost event. I'm going to use my Mystical Studies. So the I Am Tough card, where Rhino got a tough status card, didn't happen. I could play my... Yeah, I'm going to play both of these to get out the Eye of Agamotto. Lets me generate a wild resource. Do I want to do these? I might as well. So I'm going to exhaust Doctor Strange. And I'm going to play with the Eye of Agamotto. And this gives 3 characters a tough status card. So I'm confused but tough. Mockingbird is also tough. Ready everything up. See them there. And that gets discarded. And I will draw 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3, 4, 5. So I'm almost at the end of my invocation deck, so that'll get reshuffled back up. I got some more mystical arts, a Helicarrier, a magical blast. That's pretty cool. This works just similar to the Hulk ally. You draw a card from the deck, and depending on the resource that you draw, something different will happen. You can stun the enemy, confuse it, deal 2 damage, or all of the above. So more protective wards, and another astral projection. So first off, the main scheme is going to advance by 1. Rhino is going to attack for 3. I will defend with Mockingbird. 3, 4, 5. Pretty good. Tough status gets discarded. Rhino is then going to do an encounter card, which is attached to Rhino. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. Excess damage goes from an ally, goes to a character. It's got +3 attack. And it discards after the... basically after the attack. So I need to try and kill him very quickly. What shall we do? I don't actually want that. I want to get rid of that if I can. But I don't think I can because I got to choose a status card in play and replace it with another one. I've only got confused and tough, and I don't really want to play it with stunned. So that's no good to me. Okay, let's play Magical Blast. I'm going to use the Eye of Agamotto for 1. I'm going to get rid of Mystical Arts and Helicarrier. 2, 3. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's down to 2. And then I discard the top card of my deck. And it is a Lightning Energy. So if you look at this here, I've drawn this one. And over here it says deal 2 damage to the enemy. So that takes Rhino stage 2 down from 7 to 0. And that is Rhino defeated with Doctor Strange. So that was quite a quick fight. 20 minutes for Rhino. And Doctor Strange is quite a cool character. I love what they're doing with the sort of the extra deck here for him as well. Sometimes people say he's a little bit overpowered. Maybe, I'm not sure. He does only have 1 attack, but he does have some really good cards in his deck as well. I guess it just depends on which villain you're fighting. Rhino is the base villain, so it was also going to be pretty easy, especially against Doctor Strange. There was a bit of threat coming on here. I would have had to get rid of this first before dealing with the break-in. But he also did have a 6 attack coming this way, plus a boost as well, so that could have been quite problematic. But I never took a hit. I was on 10 health, never took any damage. I defended with heroes, or I was always stunned. So it was a pretty easy fight in the end. So there you have it. There is another Marvel Champions Challenge complete. Doctor Strange versus Rhino. I should hopefully be going on to some more of the difficult, shall we say, villains in the not too distant future. Be sure to check out all my other Marvel Champions Challenge and all my other content as well. I don't just do Marvel videos, I do other things as well. All my social media stuff will be on the show notes down below. The deck that I used here was not one that I constructed myself. I'll put the link to the deck list down there as well. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of my content. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good day and hope to catch you on the next Friendly Board Gamer video. Bye bye.